Good morning, students. In the previous lecture, we have discussed the function of operating system as a process management. In the continuation, today we'll discuss how CPU execute the instruction of a ready process. Let us now see how a CPU run the instruction of a loaded process. Please note that CPU runs the process instruction by instruction. CPU executes the instruction of a process by fetching it, decoding it, and then executing it. Let us understand step number 1. Program is loaded in main memory. Step number 1 is the program is loaded in main memory. Main memory means RAM. Second, after the loading of program, the control unit brings first instruction of the program. Program is the collection of instruction. So the control unit brings the first instruction of the program. This is called as fetch the instruction from the memory. Second is the fetch of instruction from the memory. First is the loaded in the program in main memory. Second is the fetching of instruction. Third step, CPU now determine which type of instruction. Which type of instruction means any mathematical work required, read from the memory or use the input device, or any logical work. Logical works mean the greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to, or any comparison, and write to the memory or requirement of output device. This step is called the decode the instruction. This step is called the decode the instruction. Decode the instructions mean CPU determine which type of requirement, such as mathematical work. It may be plus, minus, multiplication, division, or input from the input device, or any logical work, or give the output to the output device. Step number 4, if the instruction involve mathematically or logical work, control unit, that is the part of CPU, control unit instruct arithmetical logical unit to carry out the instruction. Or if the instruction involves simple input or output, then control unit direct the memory for the input device or output device. This step is called the execute the instruction. Next step, the result produced by the step number 4, which are then stored in main memory. Then the next instruction in the program, again step number 2 to 4 are carried out. This total cycle from step number 1 to step number 5 is the fetch, decode, or execute cycle, is known as the instruction cycle. This is the way that used by the CPU to execute any instruction. Next is the process scheduling by OS. As you know, the multiple programs are loaded simultaneously in computer memory for the execution. In such a case, it is very important to manage this process as to determine. It may be which process will be get the CPU time, which process has to remove from the CPU, which process has to shift it for input or output, or what is to be cause interrupt occur. What do you mean with the interrupt? Most important point, what is to be in case of interrupt occur. Interrupt is a signal generated by the hardware or software to the CPU indicated a high priority event that needs immediate attention. In case of an interrupt, the CPU has to interrupt the current running process and handle the interrupt first of all. For example, in some cases we have to restart the system. Then restart is the interrupt which has the highly priority. Some common scheduling techniques are first come first serve, second is the round robin technique, third is the short job next. In this First come first serve means the process entering first in the queue gets the CPU time first. Second is the round robin scheduling. It is the important scheduling technique. Every process is given some fixed amount of time. Every process is given some fixed amount of time on CPU. If the process is over during the given time, the process is terminated. Otherwise, its state is changed to waiting and next ready process is given to the CPU time for the designated amount of time, and the process is going on up to until the execution of all the instruction. And last is the shortest job next. CPU pick the next job that will take shortest time out of the ready process and many more. First is the first come first serve. The process of entering first in queue get first. Round robin give the slice of time. Third is the shortest job first. The shortest job give the priority and to be executed. Next important work is the memory management. Memory management. It is the special work of CPU. How to manage the memory. Memory management is the part of OS, is another very important part, as everything which is being processed has to load it in the memory. The memory management manager allocate to the processes to load their data and file using different techniques like continuous memory allocation, non-continuous memory allocation, or virtual memory allocations. Some common memory techniques are single memory allocation, partition memory allocation, page memory allocation, and segment memory allocation. The memory management is done with the memory manager perform these functions. First is the keep tracks of each and every memory location. Check how much memory is to be allocated to the process. Decide which process will get the memory at what time. Keep track of whenever some memory gets freed or unallocated, or ensure the safety of data in memory allocated to a process. All these functions are involved in the memory management. I again repeat, some common memory management techniques are single memory allocation, partition memory allocation, paged memory allocation, and segment memory allocation. These all techniques uses these steps. First is the keep track of each and every memory location. Second is the check how much memory is allocated to the processes and how is to be allocated. Decide which process will get the memory at what time. Keep track of whenever some memory get freed or unallocated. It update all the available memory, allocate memory. Last is the ensure the safety of data in memory allocation to process so that other process do not get hold this data. And last is the input output management. Whenever a process requires some input output, the input output management part of OS take over. The role of input output manager of OS, that is the operating system, is to connect the process to actual input or output device through some technique. These are the multiple techniques followed by the input output manager, which are not covering here. It is the behind of scope of this book. The input output manager send the request to physical device. Physical device means which keyboard, mouse, that is the physical devices that can be touched. And upon receiving a response from the device, it passes the received response to the process. During the time of process with the input output manager, the CPU keeps on working with other ready process. This is the main function of input-output management. Input-output management done by the input-output manager sends the input request to the physical devices attached with the system. Upon receiving a response from these devices, it passes the received response to the process and CPU handles this responded response. This is the covering of all the management part of operating system. First is the we discuss process management, second is the process scheduling, third is the memory management, and fourth is the input output management. Next topic is the introduction to parallel computing will be discussed tomorrow.